So continuing with the octopus, I have a smaller diamond burr in the drill and just whizzing around a couple of areas and just enhancing them slightly. As you may remember, I'm not going deep on this glass, which is quite fine. I am doing surface engraving. So this is a slightly larger diamond, and without making a donut, I'm just creating a round, slightly dented sphere. So you don't want to go too deep because I am basically working on the surface. But make sure that you don't just go around in circles, and you make sure that the center of it is matching in depth, of course. Dura white in the drill at the moment, and just filling in the areas that are clear glass. As you can see, it kind of instantly comes to the surface and starts to look a little bit more whole, if you like. This is very much a sketchy kind of engraving. I think the first part of it, I did spend a fair amount of time on it, but now speed is of the essence for me. And but this little Dura white, you can see how useful it is. It just chews into the diamond work on the eyeballs and instantly can create the darker areas where I need them. It's sort of like a softer tone. And this, of course, can be polished even further. This octopus it's mighty weird. A big diamond in the drill. I've got to confess, I might have even mentioned it in the first video. In fact, I think I did. That the basic drawing of it initially is from Creative Fabrica. It's a website that I subscribe to, and it's there for quick, easy ideas and images, especially for something like this. This is not going to be an expensive item for sale. It's just going to be a little bit of fun for someone to buy. I have got a large brown stone, flame-shaped stone, which I don't very often use, but I'm trying to fill in the area as quickly as possible with a bit of texture. So I'm sort of preparing the canvas, if you like, creating a bit of a background to the tentacles. And as you know, I do this quite often. It is not a study of the creature. It is very much a sketchy drawing. You will find that it is far from realistic. This is a green stone that is slightly brighter than a Dura white here. And this sort of area is sort of a stretchy skin that is a little bit smoother, obviously. And here is a very large, coarse rubber. And this will soften my textured background and also give a hue to the surface that is still exposed as clear glass. Be very careful, because this will bloom around the edges if you're not careful, because it is coarse. So if you're not too confident, use a smaller coarse rubber if you've got one. Use any rubber otherwise. So as I was saying, Creative Fabrica is where I got this idea from, and Creative Fabrica is hilarious. There's some brilliant stuff on there. A lot of it is AI generated. Here is a pencil a thin pencil rubber, and now a dark rubber disc, so quite a hard rubber to create slightly darker area in the eyes, and back with the diamond just to touch up where it has affected the diamond. Just make it brighter. Very strange eyes they've got. Anyway, so anything AI generated, you may know by now, is highly dodgy in its its details. This is a diamond I'm quickly using to create some highlights on this stretchy stuff. Yes, very, very dodgy AI content is. And as I mentioned in the last video, this octopus has at least 9 legs, but that's just me just doing it at high speed. I didn't even notice until I'd already done the outlines. So I went quickly over with a non-permanent fine marker and just drew in some ideas of where I wanted to put the little suckers and the design, the dotty design that he has on his skin. And I'm using now a larger diamond burr and quickly creating something similar to what's on his main body. Essentially just long blobs, if you like, with a whole lot of little dots in between, and just something like that. I mean, you can create whatever pattern you want on something like this. Use your artistic license, play around. I don't know how many different species and shapes and patterned octopuses there are, octopi, I don't know, out there in the oceans, but you can do whatever you like. This is just a bit of fun. The overall impression is what we're after for something like this. As you can see, quite a lot of dust being created, working dry like this, so ensure that you have your mask at least on. So already quite a good effect from the other side. So now I have sped this up even more. I think this is more of a scary Halloween octopus, quite frankly. I do like the effect from the other side. I always prefer to look through the glass to the engraving. Smaller diamond in the drill, and I'm very roughly going to run around creating these suckers. So I'm giving them the effect in the most simplest way I can. Obviously, this is just a rough outline at the moment, of standing up, because they do sort of protrude quite a lot. They're not flat. It's not like a pattern. They are quite 3D. So by simply creating these little circular effects, and on the outside, as they go around, you can see that they look like they are sticking out already. If this was a watercolor painting, I would say this is kind of painterly. In other words, it's not highly detailed, sort of painting every brick and every leaf. It is giving you just the impression of a very squirmy, leggy octopus. Now, as you can see, I am going over. I haven't worked out which leg is going to go over which. So at the moment, you will see me still taking the drill over both ways. But I will decide which leg goes over which one, and enhance the one in front, obviously. So this is a green stone, by the way. And I am, as you see, just filling in some areas, leaving some with that textured background. Here I have a soft grey rubber, and I'm giving it some shading, especially where the legs are going behind one another. And on the twirlies, where it's twirling round and round. Any bits of shading. This soft grey rubber, they are wonderful. They go into the engraving just that little bit more, whereas a hard rubber will stay on the surface and really only polish something that is not deep. Getting there slowly. So now I'm back to a large diamond. And just highlighting some areas, adding more details here and there. And of course going over the legs which are on the top. I'm also going over the little suction thingies in a moment. So what I'm doing now is not much different to what I did with the small diamond, but I'm not, in some cases, creating a full circle. I'm sort of going around half, and in a very subtle way, it gives it a bit of a 3D effect. It is an impression from a distance. I can't tell you how quickly I did this. It would be rude. But I did really enjoy it, I have to say. Great fun. I prefer to engrave on a thicker glass, as you know. And the sound also is quite annoying because it's quite a large bowl and the glass is very thin. And you can hear with the sound when it is, I don't know how to explain, but you can hear when you're using, say, for example, a stone and it's too hot and you're pressing too hard, it will crack the glass. And you can hear that coming, basically. Just be gentle with the speed of the drill. Smaller diamond here. Signature. And there you have it. A very oogly, leggy octopus. A Halloween style fun octopus. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye for now.